And towards the Fatui, weak and conservative. Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
Just differences in approach is all. I have my own hopes for this city. Now, answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights of Favonius.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in their affairs.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own judgment.
Then will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 Mora and the Holy Lyre. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
What did I just witness? This is confidential information. Why did you let me know?
Why? Perhaps the winds are changing. What say you, Master D-Luke?
Interesting. Give me some time. I'll organize some contacts. Outlander, as one of the knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem. I like taverns.
Okay. Let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
You're here. Wait, you're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise.
She is the thief. I don't know.
I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you. So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify Storm Terror and return it to normal? Is that true?
That's right. Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this Storm Terror issue. Now that's the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the 4 winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Storm Terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlanders so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind. We don't often get to work together after all.
Wow, this is really awkward.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Himmel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the 7 nations and their respective gods. The cryo-gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo god's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, then the only other way to affect the Animo god's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of them.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so easily found.
Paimon gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Such is the diplomacy between the 7 nations. Outlander, ready to go?
Jean just said the Fatui are trying to take Dvalin's power for the Cryo God. I fear this might fall short of their true intentions. I think they intend to use Barbados' connection to the wind to draw him out. Just like Lisa traced the source of the storm to the temples.
The god of Animo? Hasn't been seen for more than 1,000 years. What makes you think that's their intention?
Oh...
Should we tell him?
Forget it. I don't like having to pry. Here, take this.
Where is it?
What is it?
A disguise to protect your identity. Put it on before you run into the Fatui. Unfortunately, there's still one of Mondstadt's allies. At least that's the facade we're maintaining. Our actions are going to get them stirred up. Better to not implicate yourself on a personal level.
Forget it.
Or not.
Come on. Where is it?
Should we tell him? Or not?
Come on. Where is it?
Forget it.
Should we tell him? Or not?
Let's see.
Haven't you tried?
Greetings. I am Timaeus, researcher of alchemy. Welcome to Mondstadt. Alchemy is a craft that has been passed down since ancient times, but it is barely understood in the present. Its mechanisms are magical and mysterious, completely unlike the principles that shape our understanding of the physical world. If we can get the hang of this, we should be able to create some pretty awesome stuff.
This must be your alchemist's workbench.
That's right. Why not give it a go yourself? You'll be fine. The procedure's actually very simple. If you're interested, I could show you the basics.
Ooh, we got some more stuff now.
Cool!
All we are really doing is following the methods of the ancients as best we can. Much as one who uses a wind glider needs not understand how it was built in order to glide. The difference with alchemy is that every time I think I finally understand how it's supposed to work, something totally unexpected happens. To be honest with you, I just don't know. There's a lot of other mysterious recipes I have to research first. Over the course of your adventures, you should come across some alchemist notes from ancient civilizations. And as your adventure rank increases, more recipes will become available to you. You're welcome. I look forward to hearing more about your exploits. Well, see you next time. May the wind bring you good fortune on your path ahead.
Oh, shit. Ah, back there. I got pulled down. Okay.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Oh, there's a time where I wasn't paying attention.
Freeze! Dodge this! You're back. Looks like...
Yes and no. It's a lot more complicated than that. 3 six-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure. What do you make of it?
Riddles. How quaint. Let me think. The city in the lake is clearly Mondstadt. As for the 6-armed giants...
Giant crabs!
Aside from asking just where we would find giant crabs, crabs have 8 legs, not 6. Hey, that's smart. A windmill has 6 blades. It fits.
Wow, that makes sense!
So out of the 3 windmills, 2 are close to the statue. The other one is guarding...
Ooh, this one Paimon knows the treasure!
Let's hope it's really that simple.
Come on, let's go take a look around that windmill!
But I already looted it. Unless there's a new chest. Oh no, not enough.
She doesn't love him at all. The passion rushing through the clear spring is just a front. When she's cold and alone, her true heart is revealed. There's another map.
Okay, I know what it is.
More riddles? Paimon's dizzy already. Oh no, Paimon used up all her brain juice. Paimon will let you have all the fun, or you could get Kaya to help.
That is kind of here-ish. Just behind the lake. It's not behind the waterfall. Oh, that's ice. If I do it correctly.
Cool it. Dodge this!
This time, the mysteries have all been solved. It sure took a lot of work. But in all fairness, this treasure map really is terrible. It looks like it was drawn by a pirate.
Because it was a pirate. Look at the beach.
So, now... Paimon believes that there is no need. Let's go for it. Don't want anyone else to get there before we do. Like the treasure hoarders Gaia told us about. Anyways, Paimon just wants to borrow the sword to... No, you heard nothing. Paimon just wants to see it. Definitely not to become super mega powerful and do nothing but play. Alright, Paimon will save the chit-chat for later. Arcadian treasure hunt, here we go!
Okay, need a... Oh, it's already marked. Lovely. Now I don't know if it's up or down, but I'm not gonna risk it, so I'm going up first. It's easier to go down than up.
Be the Arcadian ruins. Is it just me, or does it look plain? Oh, Paimon gets it. The perfect disguise is always in plain sight. Kaya's grandpa sure is impressive. Oh, mice! It's no time to get suspicious. We're close. Hurry, the treasure is waiting for us.
Right.
Shit, I missed.
Freeze! Dodge this!
Oh, those things are so gonna activate. Yep, totally knew it.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite! Don't push your luck!
Is this the end? Where are you, my treasure? Let's look around.
I'll save you the trouble. How about you let me take over? Well, I did have dealings with them. But them and their stupid principles. Losers who can't make a fortune. I'm Izzard. I thank you both on behalf of the treasure hoarders.
We've been keeping a low profile. How did word get out? Paimon won't let you have the treasure without a fight.
You would be wise not to underestimate us. My gang is just outside waiting for my order. However, they're not as, sociable as me.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but your gang won't be participating in your current plan. If you'd like to ask why, you can go see them in Mons, or perhaps you'd prefer to join them permanently.
The Knights.
Hey, it's Kaya! Kaya, he wants to steal your treasure! Get him!
Ugh, almost had it.
Oh, you mean the treasure? Sorry, but there wasn't any treasure to begin with. You came all the way for nothing. Just give it up.
What? No treasure? Did Kaya just say there isn't any treasure?
You got me good. Didn't think the Knights would resort to such tactics.
A thief has no right to criticize the methods of the Knights of Wait, what are you—
You're not gonna get me! Okay, oh god, what is this? I didn't mean it!
What a troublemaker.
You, Knight! You're not gonna watch me die, are ya?
What an interesting suggestion.
Fine, I'll confess and go quietly. Please, just help me!
All right then. Guess I will have to do some overtime work after all.
Let it rain!
How embarrassing. Having my life saved by a knight.
Don't forget what you promised, or that thing will be the least of your worries.
Hey, is this how the Knights of Favonius treats the people they catch?
I'm just joking. All right, let's take him back.
Sir! Yes, sir! Captain, should we take these two in as well?
What?
Of course not. They are the ones who made this arrest possible. Without them spreading our fabricated intel, we wouldn't have been able to catch the treasure hoarders.
You're a bad man for lying to me! Shame on the Knights!
All right, stop it already. Though the treasure doesn't exist, you did want it for yourself, didn't you? Otherwise, you would have informed me of your intentions, no?
That... well... Let's go! Paimon's done talking to him.
Just a sec. You did help me out, so you do deserve a reward. This is the triumphant Harbinger of Dawn that points towards victory. As its name suggests, it symbolizes light and victory. If you don't mind, I would like to present you with this Harbinger of Dawn as a reward.
Harbinger of Dawn?
That's right. It suits a well-cultured and disciplined person such as yourself. Wouldn't you say, Paimon?
Well, if the reward is this Harbinger of Dawn.
You'd forgive me, right? I'm honored to have such an understanding friend.
Yes, yes.
You have my apologies for the deception. I will not use the same method twice. What a wonderful day. Now, I have to go interrogate my suspect. Please excuse me. Do come visit me at our headquarters when you have the chance.
What? The following quests need to be completed before.
Bet you can't keep up with me! That's more like it. Bet you can't keep up with me.
He's still following us.
Is that strange man still here?
He's still following us. still following us.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Quests. Oh. It's the camps I need to destroy.
I must leave no stone unturned. Just sharpen my spear. Out of the frying pan, into the...
Ready when you are.
Oh.
Dodge this! Ha.
Dang it.
Catch the wind.
Let it rain! Go, go, Baron Bunny! Not so Get him! Jean will be upset if she... Bet you can't keep up with me!
gliding champion of Mondstadt. I'll race you there.
Wait, there's a thingy nearby. There it is.
I won't let you down. Yeah. You can't keep up with me.
Whoa! They came out of freaking nowhere.
As a dutiful maid would.
It's also in the city. That's also in the city.
Dodge this! Don't get frostbite! Ha! 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 Ha!
close. Have you decided what you're looking for yet? Of course not. Then how are you so sure of yourself? That's just my style. If I decided in advance exactly how I was going to cook something, there'd be no element of surprise to the dish. In the same way, if I knew what I was looking for before I found it, it wouldn't be a surprise. But that's so risky. Relax. This is how I came up with all the signature dishes at Wanmin Restaurant. Let's look around here. I'll let you know when I find something I like.
Pigeons.
Disappear! Yeah.
Check out those lotus heads! Look how fresh they are! Boar steak with lotus seeds? This should be enough! It's not every day you come to Liyue. Let's keep looking and see what else we can find.
Damn it.
Windblade!
Go, Baron, but let it rain!
Windblade! Windblade!
more like it. You can't keep up with me.
Yeah.
Maybe so, but those little fellas pack quite a punch. From what I've observed, spicy food is a rarity in Mondstadt, so this will be perfect. Go and pick some. Get a good handful. For the gliding champion of...
Oh, there's a lot more that I have not discovered.
Someone needs assistance. Huh? I we're lacking something. It's missing a little boom shakalaka. Yeah, now that you mention it, it is a little boom shakalaka lacking. Brooke may be a stickler for convention, but she is a talented chef nonetheless. There's no doubt she will source the fanciest quality ingredients. To win this, we'll take a truly mind-blowing dish. Something like sea serpent salad, stir-fried king's flour, or wild mushrooms in a rich slime jus. A slime jus? I know how weird it sounds, but I guarantee you it tastes incredible. I'll make some for you next time. You won't be disappointed when you taste it, although it looks a teensy bit gross. Never mind that. I've just remembered there's somewhere I never checked out last time. My gut tells me that's where we'll hit the jackpot. Let's take a look!
Freeze!
Someone needs assistance.
Dodge this!
Disappear!
Oh, I'm too late. Oh, I still managed to get some out of it. Shit, it saw me.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
this place is completely full with resources.
Work time! No excuse for slacking! Not breaking a sweat! It's time for a flash blaze! You're not going anywhere!
Bet you can't keep up with me!
Frozen food. This should be fun!
Let it rain! Bet you can't keep up with me!
Isn't time for breaking? Disgusting.
Bet you can't keep up with me!
My duty had an end.
Ooh. Ooh.
Cool it!
What's that? Somebody's injured!
So cold.
He's shivering. We need to warm him up quick. Make a fire. Hot soup would be even better. How about I look after him while you make him a nice warm bowl of soup? We passed a Hilichurl camp on the way here. There'll almost certainly be a campfire there to cook on. Great. Be as quick as you can.
Or it could just be because you're selling extra freezing flour.
Oh, that is better. Thank you. That soup really did the trick.
Oh, he had the soup.
Yes. I followed him inside, but ran into a cryo-regis vine.
I did not mean to skip it.
It froze me instantly. When I woke up, I ran straight outside, but I only made it this far before my strength failed me.
How big was it exactly?
They do now. I'd heard of them before from others, but this was the first time seeing one with my own eyes.
Yikes! We should definitely keep our distance from the ruins. It sounds dangerous.
It sounds delicious! That's it! The missing ingredient! The icing on the cake!
Calm down. Can we really eat a tree that's that aggressive?
Only one way to find out. Let's go!
Off she goes again.
Do not worry about me. I'll be fine. But you must stop her. She is putting herself in grave danger.
She'll be fine.
Slow down! It's dangerous in here!
Ingredients don't stay fresh for long. We need to get going before they expire.
Yeesh. She's quite the fighter. Seems foraging for ingredients takes more than just luck.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Booba, get them!
no stone unturned. Time to clean up. I'll catch up.
I'll race you there.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire.
Boba, get them!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Yikes! Look over there! The icicles up ahead are falling! Let's be careful not to get hit. It will definitely hurt.
Nice and spicy.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Aha! This must be it! Oh, it's huge! This is perfect! Come to me, my little treasure!
Well, that's actually pretty sick.
Whoa! My ingredients are attacking me! Help me put him in his place!
Bet you can't keep up with me. Not so hard.
Don't push your luck.
Goba, get them! Nice and spicy. Got myself a cryo sign. Cook it up at dinner time. Even better if it's paired with a bit of swine. Your version just ruins it. Wait, there's something else here too. This must be the boar that Hunter was chasing. But Paimon's never seen one with this pattern before. Where have I seen this before? Aha! It was in the Historia Naturalis of Liyue. This pattern is unmistakable. It belongs to a breed of boar that went extinct 300 years ago. Wow! How is this one still alive after so long? Could be. I read that this boar was hunted to extinction because its meat was so highly prized. Condensate of jumbo cryo slime and extinct boar? Not one, but two priceless treasures! Right! Now let's get back to Springvale!
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Well, there was only one, so. Springvale is here.
Are you sure this is Springvale?
Yes, for the millionth time, yes. But I don't know any of the people you're looking for.
That is not possible. They all live in Springvale. They are my neighbors and friends.
This is strange. What is going on?
What is it? What? Can humans really live that long? Does that really makes sense. Oh, like the way that you keep food fresh.
Still, it's hard to believe.
But it doesn't seem like there's any other sensible explanation.
Okay, so what's your...
Olaf.
Olaf? Oh, I'm sure I've seen that on my family tree. I can't remember which generation it was from, but it was definitely on there.
So, a great-great-great-great-grandfather, but with a whole lot more greats? What an unusual turn of events. Reunited at long last! Isn't that just amazing? Olaf, do you want to come and watch a cooking competition?
Ah, yes, that reminds me. Brooke told me about the competition, and I've set everything up at the venue. You should come with me.
We're ready to cook. Are you?
I was born ready. Oh, and Sigfria will be my assistant for the competition.
Then let the cooking commence. I will be your judge today. And don't worry, I may have known Brooke for longer, but I will remain entirely impartial.
Much appreciated. Well then, Traveler, Paimon, prepare! Wait, we're taking part in this too? Of course! If Brooke has an assistant, you guys will have to be mine. I'll need you by my side when the going gets tough. Paimon doesn't remember applying for that job. Okay, Paimon will do it for the sake of the food. Our first problem is ingredients. We need something special to dress up the steak, but I don't have anything suitable here. I've got it! Radish is what we need. Mashed or grated, it'll add a touch of freshness. And we can carve little flowers out of it as a garnish. 2 birds, 1 stone. Go find me a radish. There should be some in the area. Oh, and make sure you wash it because it's going straight into the dish. Let's wash the radish in the river. Slimes! Scared the bejeezers out of Paimon. This is way too close to the venue. What if they stir up trouble during the competition? I don't think we should risk it. Go get them! Wowie! Big and luscious! It's perfect! Thanks, you guys! Now, how about
Freeze!
Ugh, this is practically charcoal now. Oh, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. Also, I'm thinking our main is a little weak. We need to mix it up a bit. Make me a mushroom chicken skewer. And make sure it's got that ooh la la on the outside. Then hits you with a cha-ching in the middle. Just make it taste friggin' awesome! The meat is on track, but we're aiming for perfection here, and I just think it lacks a certain... A certain what? A certain boom shakalaka! Yes, definitely needs some boom shakalaka! Or perhaps a little shakalaka boom pow! I just mean it would be a waste of such amazing ingredients to just serve this as is. Let me see. What would be ideal is some kind of regional specialty. Regional specialty? Yes, something that's native to this area but isn't often used in cooking. I don't care if it flies, crawls, or bounces. Even insects I can work with. Interesting choice. I'm sure I can make something of it. All right, then. Thanks, you guys. Now show me what you got. Do you really want to add that? It's a little odd. It'll be fine. This was an excellent find, guys. Now, if you'll excuse me, Chef Xiangling needs to concentrate. But I'll be sure to annoy you again if I need anything else. It looks like Xiangling's main dish is almost done. Let's go and see. I almost forgot. Side dish. We need a side dish. Are you sure it's no trouble? Here, take this. I just scrawled it down at the last minute. And here are all the ingredients you need. Is this the recipe for that snack you gave us earlier? Yes, with some minor improvements so it uses up the leftover ingredients from Liyue. This is so complicated. How are we supposed to cook this with no experience? The technique doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it with passion. That's what my father taught me. And you must be passionate about cooking if you've helped me this much already. I trust you guys. I know you'll nail this side dish. Don't be so negative. Cooking is fun. Just relax and enjoy it. Come on, this is the final push.
Ooh.
They're so fragrant I could smell them coming a mile away. We're all set, and now to serve the meal. This competition is ours.
This was a fine feast. I have dined today like I have never dined before. Both chefs' dishes today were nothing short of exceptional. They were true masterpieces. And that is what makes this an extremely difficult decision. But this is a competition, and there can only be one winner. And that winner is Xiangling.
Whoopee! I win!
I thought I was sure to win with pork chops so fresh they were practically still grunting. But it turns out that's still no match for the taste of extinct boar.
Excuse me? Did you say this was cooked from extinct boar?
Yep, every last bit.
My goodness. A single mouthful must be worth 100,000 mora. The amount you'd make if you sold this could support every hunter in town for years to come.
The main thing is that you enjoyed eating it. I don't care about the mora. Anyway, now our judge has given his verdict. It's time for everyone else to eat too. I made plenty! Meanwhile, I want to try Brooke's dish.
This is absolutely delicious. I'll admit it, I was beaten by the best.
Losing is no fun, but it was worth it for the chance to eat such superb cooking. Please, Xiangling, I want some more. This is gorgeous too! Such a perfectly layered texture. Were it not for that exquisite boar and excellent side dish, it's hard to say if I still would have won. Paimon's turn to eat!
I will have a taste too. Oh my. This is the taste of Springvale. Or rather, it used to be. This is the last time I will be able to taste the food of my era.
Hey now, cheer up! If you like the taste, I can always make you some more.
Really? But the boar, it's extinct.
The boar may be, but the taste isn't. I can simply recreate it using different ingredients. Putting a smile on customers' faces is what we chefs are called to
Thank you.
A good time was had by all. But everyone's gone now. Let's go and say goodbye to Xiangling. Thanks, you guys. Without your help, I don't know how it would have gone today. And without you, Paimon wouldn't have gotten to try so many new tasty snacks. Also wouldn't have gotten so full. Not sure. I'll probably start heading back to Liyue, but I might change my plan on the way. I don't like to plan things too thoroughly. Who knows? Maybe you'll bump into me out in the wild again. Xiangling's gone from boom shakalaka to Hakuna Matata.
Isn't that copyrighted?
You are a gifted chef. You made an amazing batch of jade parcels. Come and visit me at the Wanmin restaurant sometime. I did promise I'd cook for you. And if you want, I'll teach you how to cook some of my latest inventions too. It's a deal. See you again soon.
At least now I'm gaining a lot more ranks a lot quicker now. I'm actually doing the quest. Yeah, all of them are in the city. Okay.
Come. To learn to handle my booze better.